Next, it's a rematch in the NFC North. Minnesota's now defeated Detroit in 8 straight as the Vikings look for another series sweep. It's Week 13, only on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the rookie third-round pick from Texas A&M. It's Kellen Mond.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. And they go play action here. Mond looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mond looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now
under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. 3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return. He was covered quickly, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw again on second down. Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Mond now off of play action. And this one is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. It's caught. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, here's Mond. Complete. Smith has it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on from Scorer, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mond going to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And did he get him? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Mond.
Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll run here with Swift.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll try the air now with Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Goff now looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, second quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
And now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 34-yard.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. He gets this one to Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mond's throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the second of the런 their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Mond looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. And nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big...
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. DJ Waddle. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Romeo Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Mond. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd down.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that because he's helped them out.
On 2nd down now, Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Penei Sewell, the 7th overall pick, hit with a penalty there.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Gone. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
DJ Waddle picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Rolling to his left. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Now Mon. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Mon's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Mon going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 52 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All runs on this drive. So far, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a handoff to Swift. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Now a carry for Swift. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Seibert's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a 2-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mon. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the